Welcome back to Heavy Metal Models. If you're a TV car collector, I've got a real treat for you today. We've got Kit and Karr from the Knight Rider TV series, as done by Hot Wheels Elite in 1/18. These are pretty cool. Check them out. Elite's Knight Rider cars in 1/18 are fun models, especially if you remember how crazy for the series we all were back in its 1982 to 1986 heyday. Of course, both are based on the same Pontiac Trans Am mold set, and the models have a very decent helping of features and detail that starts with opening doors, hood and rear hatches, steerable wheels, and tilt-up tinted sunroof panels. The finish on both models is very good, with the matte silver lower regions of Karr looking just like they did on TV, and the black paint on both models shows a high level of gloss. Within minutes of having these out of their boxes, my first impression was that they're both really well done, with solid build, great castings, and high-end finishes. Under their hoods, both cars sport a totally fictional but totally cool power plant with some neat textures and interesting pipes, hoses, and bracing. And under Karr's hood is another detail that shows just how much Mattel has sweated the little stuff. Where Kit's Alpha Circuit brain is stamped with a serial number, Karr's processor is stamped prototype. That's a really nice detail. Just below the nose, Karr's rectangular headlights are set right where they belong. Back in the cockpit, it's pretty much a dead-even replication, and the spot-on GM tan interiors have been righteously tweaked with all of the gadgetry from the series, done in applied graphics and tamped-on buttons, lights, and indicators, all set onto sharp castings. Another cool detail, Karr's red-faced voice sensor is different from Kit's, just as it was on the little screen. I really like the textures in here too. The hard plastic look of the dash and the areas under the hatch look just like the off-the-shelf GM pieces they truly were. One feature General Motors didn't include is one of the model's cooler tricks, a set of push-button ejector seats. Another difference between the models is the roll-up cover placed in Karr's boot just behind the tilting seat back that both cars share. Underneath, both cars have some decent cast-in and detail-painted chassis detailing, including turbine exhausts, armor plating, even a set of labeled rocket boosters attached to the rear axle. One of the curious differences is the way the car's pop-up headlights are raised. On Kit, there's a large button to do the deed. On Karr, there's a proper yellow handle. Out on the rear bumper, both cars have rotating license plates, but of course the big show is the scanners that run in the car's noses. Call me a geek, but as I wrote this review, I found myself hitting the buttons over and over to trigger Kit's red scanner and Karr's amber one. Both of these time out after a few seconds to preserve the replaceable battery that's mounted in the car's frames. It was campy, it was improbable, and it was just the kind of show that grabbed car buffs just the right way. That and their quality presentation makes this pair of Pontiacs a nice addition to any Hollywood car collection. The takeaway on these model cars: if you took away all of the gadgetry, if you took away all of the Knight Rider stuff, you'd still be left with a really decent model of a 1982 Pontiac Trans Am. I really like that. I like the fact that Hot Wheels Elite didn't depend strictly on the name recognition of Knight Rider to sell these models. They built in a lot of quality, a lot of great details, and some really top shelf finishes. Very highly recommended. I give these cars 4 Henrys. They're on the market right now. It was really a lot of fun to review them. Hey, listen, if there's a car you want to see, contact me, joe@heavymetalmodels.com. Drop me a line on the Heavy Metal Models Facebook page, or of course on the YouTube channel. I do read every one of them, and I will get back to you and do my best to get what you want to see on the show. Thanks so much for coming down. We'll see you next time. Take care.